button.
Okay.
Hit the goddamn button.
Remember how easy it was to learn your ABCs? Thank the Mickey Mutineers. They invented them.
There are thousands of Disney podcasts on the internet, and this is one of them. I'm Jake.
I'm Josh.
I'm Jordan.
And you're listening to
Yeah, Mickey Mutineers!
Wrong lever!
Why do we even have that lever?
Tonight, it's time again for the Rotten Tomatoes game. There seems to be a Tron roller coaster at the Magic Kingdom. Main topic, Jordan tells us about his mission from God. Mickey Mutineers were shut down over Lake Huron by a live studio audience.
A live shooting audience.
Live studio? Yeah, whatever. I got...
Yeah, but Jake, hit the button.
Just kidding.
I've been really busy at work this week.
Doing what?
I mean, the Succulent's been really busy at work this week. And so, and the sponsor flaked. So we don't have a sponsor this week.
You know,
Damn
second thought, I think that was just way too long. We probably shouldn't hit that button the second time.
Well, I'm going to cut that first time out, so nobody knows that was the second time.
Well, they do now.
I'm referencing it now, so otherwise the show's now not going to make any sense.
Yeah. Hey, Jordan, how was your mission from God?
Did you ask me or Jordan?
Jordan.
No, we can't ask him yet. That's the main topic. It's at the end of the show, Josh.
It was fine.
Sorry. Oh, good.
Well, shit, now what are we going to talk about?
I don't know.
Jordan, welcome back. I missed you.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I've got a cold.
You got a cold? I got a cold. Where'd you get yours?
Probably from my children.
Oh, I got mine from Colorado.
No,
It's pretty cold over
it
there.
is cold there. You didn't catch a cold. You were cold.
And then I guess I brought it with me back home.
Oh, is it snowing there?
No, I'm just sick.
Did your eye twitch?
This is a weird joke. I don't know where it's going.
Your eyes twitching.
It's not a joke, Jordan. I went to Colorado. Colorado is a joke.
So, how was Denver? How was Fort Collins?
You know, I'm not a big fan of Denver. I like cities.
The dinosaur?
Denver? No, I love Denver the Last Dinosaur. Oh my God, do I love Denver the Last Dinosaur.
Let's not get Jake going on Denver the Last Dinosaur.
Let's talk about Denver the Last Dinosaur instead of Denver the city.
No, I had to hear it so much.
I don't remember a damn thing from that cartoon, but I will sing the theme song word for word right now.
Denver, the Last Dinosaur.
Just not even the right melody.
Last Dinosaur and many more. I don't know.
I hate this. Real quick, I went to Denver, hung out with Chloe and Gary, and
Gary.
hung out with mine and Josh's older brother Matt. Ate some food. Went to a comedy show. Dan Cummins. Oh, guys, Chloe found this store in Denver called the Wizard's Chest.
And
it was a 2-story just nerd store, and the bottom floor, like half of it was just D&D stuff, like
nice
dice, figures, adventure books, plushies. There's Dungeons and Dragons board games. And I was just like, what? Isn't that redundant? But apparently not. So that was awesome. I had ramen for the first time ever in my life.
Ooh, did it have an egg in it?
Yeah, it did.
Nice.
Okay, let me back up. I had ramen that wasn't top ramen for the first time in my life. Come to find out, top ramen is bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
So that name is just garbage.
Yeah.
Real quick, I just wanted to rant about one thing about my trip. That it was just a quick little weekend getaway.
You got mugged on East Colfax, didn't you?
No, but you weren't the only person to warn me about East Colfax.
Who else warned you?
Chloe and Sheldon
Ah,
as we're driving down it. Oh, Gary, Chloe and Gary.
Oh, no, right.
But so I flew Frontier Airlines there and back.
oh, are your arms tired?
No, they let me fly the plane.
It's probably for the best.
They got on the intercom. They're like, "All right, who wants to fly it today?" I was like, "Oh!" And they're like, "All right, this guy up front. Give me the keys." I had to choke it to get it started.
No, never mind. Keep going.
Anyway, so I made it there and back. They let me keep the plane. It's right out front. Come to
Nice.
find out, Jet A is just diesel without lubricants.
I feel like I told you that.
No. Anyway,
Okay.
so I don't know if anyone's ever flown Frontier Airlines, but they're one of those airlines.
I applied for a job there last week.
Well, no, you can't have my plane back if you get the job.
Well, no, I get my own.
Oh, you're right. So Frontier Airlines is one of those airlines where, like, I paid $58 round trip because they charge you for everything, and I denied all of it. The only thing you get for free is one personal item, and I just
It was your phone.
no, like a small bag. So I just
you
packed.
walk on like the kid from Christmas Story. Guys, I can't put my arms down.
No, that was a thought I had, but instead I just put it all in a small backpack.
Ah,
I let them pick my seat for me. Anyway, when you're booking for Frontier Airlines, this is going somewhere, guys. Just stick with me. It asks you like 5 times, like, are you sure you don't need a carry-on or checked luggage or anything? Are you sure? Because you have to buy it now and it's cheaper. Otherwise, it's going to charge you extra at the gate. And so I was like, no. And then you do it all again when you check in for the flight. They're like, are you sure? Like, I don't know how to express this enough. So yesterday, I'm boarding the flight to come home, and the dude in front of me has 2 bags, and both of them are too big for personal items, and they pull them aside, and they're like, hey, buddy, this is a carry-on item, and you didn't purchase a carry-on item, so you're going to have to pay for that now. Dude was pissed. And then he ended up sitting right in front of me on the plane. He comes and sits down. He wasn't like making a scene or anything, but he was telling his girlfriend how disappointed he was. He's just like, they're preying on people to get more money out of them and stuff. And I was just like, how did you get this far without knowing that they were going to charge you? Everyone on this plane went through the same exact process, and somehow you missed it.
I wonder if, like, buying the ticket, if he did it through like Orbitz or some shit like that, and they don't warn you.
No, because
checking in. I mean, that's on him.
Yeah. What it reminded me of was like when I went to Disney World during the pandemic, and that was the same thing. Like, hey, you have to wear masks like all day, every day. And then people got there and they're like, what? We have to do what? What?
We have to wear a mask?
Pandemic? What's that? Anyway, that was my rant. I don't know how some people in this world function, and it kind of blows my mind. But I got a free plane out of it.
That well, hey, takes up a little bit of the parking spaces in the an extra parking space or 2 in the lot. But
Well, is it an A320 or a 737?
Oh, it's an A320.
it's a 649.
That's not plain at all.
Oh, I thought we were just yelling out numbers.
No, that's my winning.
It's a
lottery.
293.
Jordan, how did you know?
That's a Ford V8.
That's a 1211.
That's almost a band.
Jordan, you're just reading the clock. Jordan's over here mucking with space-time. The listener's like, oh shit, is it? I'm late. I'm early. I'm late.
It's Tuesday.
Well, it was. So anyway, guys, should we talk some Disney?
I guess we might.
We got a lot to talk about.
Do we?
No. Oh, also, I saw Lucifer for the first time ever.
Oh, yeah?
I saw your Instagram clip.
Did you like that with Ghost Fighters in the Sky?
Did you
Sell my soul? Yes.
okay.
To him.
What'd you get for it?
He tussled my hair and slapped me on the ass.
Don't just stay away from East Colfax.
Yes. Anyway, guys.
Did you go to Voodoo Donuts?
Yeah. Of course I did. It was right across the street from Dave's Hot Chicken, which is mwah.
Hot chicken from Colorado?
Well, technically, Dave's Hot Chicken started in California, and they just kind of made their way out to Colorado.
Oh, that's why it sounded familiar. I think that's the one I would eat at in Reno. If it is, yes, it's good.
But it's probably not. But also, Colorado chicken, Jordan, is better than Southern Utah fish fillets.
I don't think it takes very much
You're
to
like
be better than a Southern Utah fish fillet.
you're like comparing apples and 737s.
1211s?
13.95s.
Ooh, now you're just being silly.
Now. Anyway, guys, this Friday, the week we are recording this, there's a new Marvel Cinematic Universe movie coming out.
Ooh, what is it?
It's Ant-Man and the Wasp Quartermania. They just spend the whole 2 hours in the arcade. He shrinks down and climbs up in the claw machine and just gets a stuffed animal.
He gets all those extra continues on Mortal Kombat 2.
Just gets in the claw machine, unshrinks, and just like
Sits there. What is he, the My Pillow guy? I don't think so.
I hope the soundtrack to this movie is just nothing but back-to-back Pac-Man fever.
Pac-Man
fever.
Skee-Ball's going to be crazy. He just runs up the ramp. Anyway, Quartermania coming out this Friday. And we are going to guess what the Rotten Tomatoes score is going to be. Starting with Josh. In alphabetical order. Backwards.
I'm gonna go with 85.
Josh picks 85. Jordan, what do you got?
84.
84. I'm going to go with 86. Josh?
You guys are dicks.
I'm going to check Rotten Tomatoes right now. I bet there's not a score yet because, there's no score yet. So we're not even going to find out who won this game. And I swear, if it's 85, I'm firing Josh.
Oh, good. We need
Whoa!
more time for things. What?
What are you doing?
I got rubies.
Josh, this is radio.
Yeah, sorry. Rubies glow a really cool color under a black light. Or a UV light, I should say.
Oh, well, they just look like they were glowing UV.
Oh, well, they here. Does that help? You see them?
No.
Them there? There's two of them.
We have to stop this.
Sorry.
Hey, next up, a quick news story.
Uh-huh.
The Tron Lightcycle Run is finally being tested. I mean, it's been going on for like the last week and a half.
Well, it's not tested. Like, it's been tested. It was just opened up to cast member previews.
I mean, yeah, tested with human beings.
Well, again, they've tested it with human beings. And then they opened it up for previews.
So wait.
Oh, so when Jake said it was tested, I thought they were like sandbagging it.
I don't know what that means.
Put the sandbags on it.
How are you gonna? Yeah, but how are you gonna do that with a cycle, though?
I don't know.
Lots of duct tape.
Dummy.
What'd you call me?
Sand.
All right, Jordan, we can't keep coming to this show with the same jokes.
God damn it.
One of us is going to have to change.
All right.
Wait. Why should you change? I'm the one that sucks.
Wait a minute.
Anyway, so they're doing cast member previews, but I'm seeing a lot of people that like Twitter friends of ours who have written it.
Yeah. I mean, there are a lot of our Twitter friends who live in the Orlando area who more than likely have friends that work at theme parks.
Oh,
right. I don't know. I don't know if you've seen, but today I think the email went out for annual pass holder previews to book annual pass holder spots for checking out the ride.
Like this officially doesn't open to us.
April 4th.
April 4th. Okay.
There's a very good chance that it might soft open like a week early, but the official grand opening date is April 4th.
That is like 2 months away.
Is it?
It's 6 weeks away.
Is it 6?
I mean,
yeah, maybe it is 6. It's not very long.
No,
it's not very long.
But also, it seems shorter than, or seems longer that they're doing the preview. I don't know. Anyway, during the previews, though, there was one social media influencer who was decapitated.
What?
It's fine. They saw this as a net win.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I want to know more about this.
No, it's just a stupid joke that's going nowhere.
Oh.
But that guy's never going to get ahead in life.
Yeah, it should have ducked.
Well, now he doesn't have to.
Oh. True.
He didn't come out ahead.
Nope. But he did get a job offer as the new Hatbox Ghost for Magic Kingdom. So that's cool. Hey, guys, if you're coming to the Mickey Mutineers for news, boy, do I have news for you. This ain't it. So,
seem to have found a friend.
That's all I got on the light. Is that the cat that makes Jordan puke?
No,
this is Freya.
I got that backwards.
No, that's fine. You're close.
Hey, Josh, are you playing the new God of War?
No, I don't have it yet.
Okay.
So far, all my extra money this month has gone to my Jeep and court fees.
Oh, that's fair.
Josh has been driving his Jeep through the courtrooms.
Yeah, that's why I got to pay all those fees.
Yeah. They're more expensive than toll roads. Stay away from the courtrooms. I hate to break it to you like this.
Oh, I finally got a Peach Pass. It's like a Sun Pass, but peachy.
Mm-hmm.
It's worth the money.
Yeah, it is.
Toll roads are.
That is a very Atlanta specific reference.
Yeah, because in my mind, I don't know what a Peach Pass is, but I love peaches.
It's the expressway lane on the interstate.
Oh, okay. They call it the Peach Pass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's really cool though is that it works in tandem with the Sun Pass down in Florida. So if you're driving and you're going through you have to take the turnpike, it works down there with the tolls.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's nice.
That is convenient.
It is.
Yeah. Oh man.
So now I'm just thinking about peaches. Guys, this is bad.
Millions of peaches?
Peaches for me.
Ah. Man.
Millions of peaches.
Peaches for free.
Are your Oswald ears on like Pandora's box?
Yeah.
Don't open that.
Excuse me. She refers to it as a vagina, Josh.
Look, I expect that caliber of joke from Josh, but not Jordan. What the hell? You changed.
I did not see that coming.
You never will with that attitude.
Oh, fuck.
What is happening?
Oh. I found my Ouija board.
Oh,
It's on my shirt.
who's wearing it?
Oh, hey, speaking of Ouija boards and shirts, I went to the
This is the second time we talked about this.
Oddities Expo this
Oh,
week.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was fucking awesome. I'm going
Hey,
to
that
go
wasn't
again
in the
next
notes,
year.
but I'm going to give you 2 minutes to talk about it.
Did
Yeah,
you get anything?
Yeah. I did. It's right here.
You got a minute 30.
Got Chupacabra.
Oh, hey.
There's more in here. I got I sent you the pictures of all of them, didn't I, Jake?
Yes, don't ask me questions when I'm coughing.
I didn't know you were coughing.
Well, yeah, I muted it.
Okay, I got Chupacabra poster, a succubus.
Ooh.
Wait, whoa, she was sexy. What the hell?
Yeah, she's a succubus.
Succubus.
A mermaid.
Hey.
She's sexy too.
Yeah, she's a mermaid.
And Lily picked out Lilith.
Ah, nice.
I would
Yeah.
let 3/4 of those kill me happily.
And a Chupacabra.
No, that was one of the 3. Good job to figure out what the 4th one was.
Huh. But yeah, then we went through the the Mad Clowns Museum of the Weird. It was, circus sideshow type shit. The clown running it was pretty fucking funny. He
Was that a pun?
not on purpose.
No. All right.
He he's got his megaphone doing the crier type shit. Yeah, some kid walking by if he likes live mermaids. And the kid's like, no. And the guy's like, neither do I. That's why ours is dead.
What the hell?
And then the circus ended with a man eating 6-foot chicken. No, a 6-foot man eating chicken. That's what it was. My bad.
6-foot man eating chicken.
Yeah, 6-foot man eating chicken. And it, get to the booth and it says no cameras, 6-foot man eating chicken. And you go through the curtain and there's a guy sitting there watching TV eating chicken.
But he was a tall guy.
Yeah, and he's looking at you like, why are you in my house? It's awesome. But yeah, lots of booths, lots of shit to buy, lots of stuffed animals, like taxidermied animals.
And jackalopes.
Yeah, the jackalopes with the quad goat horns, those are
cool.
the best. Yeah.
I like those a lot.
Yeah, and then there was
How much
how much was what?
the class to learn how to stuff animals?
It was $250. And it included everything. Like I was kind of peeking through the little thing where they were doing it. They had all the tools, the animal, everything. You didn't have to bring your own rabbit.
That was actually going to be my next question. So I'm glad you answered this.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's it. It was fun. Jake, when it gets down to Vegas, I would definitely. It's worth the money to go check out.
Yeah,
Especially if only being $10 for you, and if you bring the kids, so kids 12 and under are free. So as Vanessa and I were $10 each, and then the circus thing was $5 for all of us. Well, for each of us.
So one of my kid is 12, but he looks 47.
Yeah, well, that's good luck with that. Wait, when's his birthday?
March.
March?
I mean, he's 11 now. He's turning 12.
Oh, well, I mean, it's not like they'll argue with you on his age. He'll fucking body press him.
How old am I? Just forearm headlock. All right. So from the Oddities Expo, we go straight down to the Orlando area. That was a weird segue.
Expo.
Jordan,
That
how was Chicago?
was all right. Not as good as Vegas.
But I can't remember what we said the last.
I don't know. I don't know if I left Vegas because I didn't listen to the second half of the last episode.
No, you didn't. You're still there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then it was fine.
I'm just glad you got away from those Illinois Nazis. Go back to Chicago.
Dude, is that something we said? I don't
No,
remember either.
that's something else that's in the Blues Brothers.
I've never seen the Blues Brothers. What is this?
That was the whole Mission from God thing.
I know that.
Fuck you, Jake.
Anyway, Jordan, you did not go to Disneyland. Where did you go?
I went to the world of Disney.
I've been there.
Yeah, just
the store in the
just the
mall?
store. Yeah, just the store. I didn't go to the other theme park. Happiest place on earth. Yes, Jake.
But did you buy up a whole bunch of shit to resell on eBay?
You know I did.
Damn right. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, let me
Yeah,
tell you, man.
but
These rose
buckets
gold
and
ears,
buckets of-
everybody is going to be paying a premium for these bad boys. I am not late to this party one bit.
Jordan,
What?
lean in here.
What?
Lean in close.
What? No, what's up? What? Hey, no.
I think you
No,
might be
Jake,
late to
hold
this
on,
party.
Jake. No, man, you don't understand. People are paying so much money for these things on eBay. No, just trust me. Look, this is the plan. I bought them all.
Jordan,
I bought them all. 30. No, hold on a second, Josh. $30 a piece. I bought them all. I actually brought a second suitcase with me so I can just send those back. And then people are paying like really good money. Like I can make good money on. And then what happens is I'm gonna get the money, all the profit that I make, dude. I'm gonna put it in the show. I'm putting the show. Yes, this show right here.
Oh shit! What?
Yeah, no, it's gonna be great. We're gonna have really cool lighting. We're gonna have really cool new special effects, buddy. This is a surefire thing that can't miss. Josh, what were you about to say?
I was just gonna let you know. Don't take advice from Jake. He still is banking on his Beanie Babies. So
Time's gonna tell on that one though. I think Jake picked a winner. And Jake backed the right horse on that one. So Jake, like I was saying, no, these rose gold ears, man. It can't miss. It's a surefire hit.
Let me just I'm just gonna take a peek over here.
Well, Jake, let me ask you this question: do people like Disney?
Oh, people love Disney.
Yeah. Do people like mouse ears?
People love mouse ears.
Do people like rose gold?
Half the population doesn't know what that is, but the other half absolutely.
I rest my case.
Hey, this one's going for $19.
What?
Oh my god! I don't even know if that was intentional, but it worked so well. And scene.
Guys, I have to no, I think I have to explain something to my wife. I might be making a trip back down to Hey, do we have that receipt? Do we save that? Okay. To be continued.
Oh my hell! What were we talking about, Jordan? You went to Disney World.
I'm never gonna financially recover from this.
Oh, God.
Do we just end the show here? Or what?
All right, no, I went down to Walter Elias Disney World
Where the world?
for my birthday.
Happy birthday!
Thank you. I entered the fourth decade of my life, and I don't
I'm
know how I
sorry.
feel about it. Yeah, I know. Like, it's fucking weird, man. Like,
I've been there for a few years. It's
do you feel like you're in your 40s?
no.
See,
Like when I was a
kid.
kid, like people in their 40s just look so fucking old.
Yeah, now look at us.
But then again, like people in their 80s look older than my grandparents did in their 60s. So
I don't.
Well, it looked young. Reverse that. Scratch it. Reverse it. Fuck it. You know what?
Like the parents in Home Alone are supposed to be in their late 30s.
Were they though?
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't
And
like
they had
that.
like 10 kids. Jesus, they were busy.
They
It's a
were
weird cult mansion.
Mormons.
Anyway, I went down to the Walt Disney World for my 40th birthday. And yeah, it was fun. All right, here's the deal. I won't go into like I did this day. I did this day. I went to this park and this. I won't do that because we've all been to Walt Disney World. We all have been to the parks multiple times. So what I will do is I will hit things that specifically stood out from this trip because Epcot's still Epcot. I mean, there's all right. So
Whether good or bad?
Yeah.
That's all right.
Magic Kingdom was fun. We saw Tron being built. There's still tons of construction going on at Epcot, and it's coming along really nicely. And Hollywood Studios is still Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom is still Animal Kingdom. So there's, if I'll mention stuff that stood out, good or bad, but I'm not gonna retrace my steps through each park.
Okay, that's fair.
Just
And
because I feel like we've been there multiple times, and the listeners.
and we
have
did just
probably
do
been there
this
multiple times.
in October.
Right?
Okay, so first when I got there, I went under the left side of the train tracks. No.
Jordan proceeds to give us like the most detailed trippy view ever. Step by step.
Right.
Step with my left foot, then right foot, then left foot, then right foot.
So we flew in on a Sunday and we left the following Saturday. And first day was Animal Kingdom. Again, Animal Kingdom was fun. So something I noticed is the 50th anniversary for Walt Disney World is still going on.
Wait.
It's entering they're calling it the grand finale. So there was a new slew of merchandise to come out like maybe a month ago for this to wrap up this 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World. But what's really weird is that they also started celebrating the 100th anniversary of the Walt Disney Studios. So at the same time, there is a 50th anniversary going on and a centennial going on. And let me tell you something. The centennial merchandise looks way fucking cooler than any of the 50th anniversary merchandise does.
Well, they had like 50 more years to work on it.
Exactly.
Just like that.
So, but it's so weird. Like you and I know that those are two different celebrations, but just the person going to Disney World who's just there, who isn't as invested, who isn't on a Disney podcast every other week,
right?
Wouldn't know what was going on. So the optics of it just look really weird. There's the 50th anniversary, but also a centennial. So
yeah. And just to make things a little bit worse is by the time this is all over with, Disneyland's going to be starting at 70th.
Yeah. So yeah. But they're also celebrating the 100th over there as well, because the 100th, the centennial, is for the studios as a whole.
Oh yeah, the entire company. Oh shit. Oh geez.
Right.
Sit down. Jordan, that's a lot.
Just pick a fucking number. Pick a fucking number, man.
Or at least keep them separate or something.
Right. Or at least end one and then begin the other one. The fact that they're like overlapping like a Venn diagram is just kind of fucking weird.
Yeah.
That being said, since they are wrapping up with the grand finale, there was an odd amount of birthday cake castle merch that I saw.
Like from the 25th anniversary?
Yeah. So I guess somebody had to explain this to me. But it was a callback because it's a 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World. That was part of Walt Disney World. So it was a new piece of merchandise that was a callback. I didn't realize that was the callback at first because I was just like, what the hell is all of this cake castle merchandise? That was something that was 25 years ago.
Yeah, that's weird.
So, but no, because that's part of the 50th celebration now. So I was like, oh, this is just really weird. So I saw a pin. I'm pretty sure I saw a keychain, and there was something else that I saw with the birthday cake castle, and I thought that was really weird.
So wait, of all the things to call back to, they picked the thing that like nobody liked?
Yeah.
Here, let me just pull up a picture of that real fast.
Mm-hmm. Nope, it was the Walt Disney World birthday cake castle.
If we're making callbacks, I'm going to make a callback to last week.
God damn it, man! You're doing this again. Where's Bertha?
We'll get there.
Okay.
Anyway, but still, like the castles.
And that would have been really funny if I was on last week's episode.
I was. That was really
funny. It was funny for me.
Anyway.
Then as I was walking around Animal Kingdom, and I saw everybody with like mouse ears.
Uh-huh.
All right, so typically typically the people who buy mouse ears are women, right? I feel like there's more women than men in the diagram of people who purchase mouse ears.
Absolutely, especially because they come in like headband form.
Right. And also, I mean, anybody can fucking wear mouse ears. I'm not pigeonholing that's something that one specific demographic does. Like anybody, like men can wear mouse ears. But typically, 9 times out of 10, well, maybe that's a wrong statistic, but the graph skews probably more female for mouse ears, which made me think, like, how come dudes don't wear mouse ears more often? Like, I see them. I saw a handful of dudes wearing guys or males or however they identify wearing mouse ears, and I thought to myself, why isn't that a thing that happens more? Like, why just specifically the headband ones, like, not the ones that have like the hat with the strap under the chin? Like those just seem weird. Yeah, you're little. Yeah, I have a pair of the Oswald ears too. So, but as far as like the headband ones, like, how come more guys don't do that?
It is more convenient,
right? Right. Takes up less space.
This shape is not convenient at all.
No, not at all.
It's kind of a pain in the ass.
And then, so my mind started to wander as we were just kind of walking around. My mind started to wander to, I really missed the whole Show Your Disney Side campaign.
When was that?
That was probably like the middle of the 2010s, like early to mid 2010s.
I'm looking it up, and I'm like actually looking it up, not looking it up like I did last week.
You're not gonna show a picture of a dilapidated castle again, are you?
No. That was a one-time thing. This time. Let's see. I found Show Your Disney Side. I can't find years though.
I mean, I don't think they do it anymore, but I remember like that was the big commercial marketing campaign, was come to Disney and show your Disney side. And everybody had a different Disney side. It could be Star Wars, it could be Marvel, it could be actual Disney studio stuff. So like, it was a hashtag for a while. Okay.
Like a real picture. Don't like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got a kid meeting Snow White, dude hanging out with Boba Fett.
Boba Fett, where?
Kid trying to high five a statue. I think
outside of Once Upon a Toy.
Yeah, but yeah, I can't find like when this took place. Like this, I barely remember this. I'm not saying you're wrong. Obviously, I just pulled.
No, like, but it like for a while that was their whole marketing thing. Like that was their commercials. Like, come to Disney and show your Disney side. So it was like, come to Disney, let loose. Just you know, in order to like, when you're at Disney and you want to have fun, like you have to like lean into it, right? Like if you're like some like, I don't know, some dude that just like, oh, I'm not Disney, I'm more of a universe. Like, no, Disney's fun if you lean into, like, you have to let yourself lean into it. So therefore, you have to show your Disney side in order to like really take full advantage of just being on vacation at Disney World.
Holy shit. It started the end of 2013.
Okay. So 2013 probably ran for a few years.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I thought that was a good marketing campaign. And I thought to myself, I haven't heard that slogan in a while. And I haven't seen Disney use it in a while. And I thought to myself, I kind of missed that one because I think that was just a good era of Disney parks was around that, because I was around the time that Disney had just purchased Lucasfilm. Some exciting things were in the works. Episode 7 hadn't come out yet. So I don't know. Like I thought it was a good era for park stuff.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. And,
go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, like, if going back to your whole headband thing, I kind of want headband and mouse ears now.
Yeah.
And if they push that and this again, or not, I mean, they could come up with something else.
And here's the thing, like,
same thing.
it's not there aren't only mouse ears. Like there's Grogu ears, there's Yoda ears, and there's like Goofy ears, or there's more than just mouse ears.
Yeah.
And obviously, like the mouse ears started because they're you're trying to replicate Minnie Mouse, but who says you can't be trying to replicate Mickey Mouse?
Yeah.
And there's those Goofy hats with the ears that hang down.
Mm-hmm. We had the Goofy hat, one of the original ones.
By we, he means him.
I think it was Tim's.
No, Tim had the Donald Duck hat.
Oh, we had that too. But they were like actual hats, not like this, but like they had little adjustable styles on the back.
It's like the face of the hat was all hard fucking plastic with duck fur, and it wasn't like the ones now, but it's like the bill was like super thick, and yeah, it was crazy.
We stayed at Port Orleans Riverside again. Normally, we get put in the Magnolia Bend area or the Alligator Bayou area because we often request a king size bed, and we were able to get a price break on our tickets if we chose one of the royal guest rooms. And the royal guest rooms are the ones that have the nice furnishing. They have the nice headboard that lights up behind the beds. The only problem is it's 2 queen beds, so it's like, which it really didn't bother us. So we're like, whatever, we'll just each have a bed for the week. And it was nice though. Like, so the bed itself was super nice. You'd hit a button and like it looked like it would have fireworks. The room was decorated very nicely to mainly Tiana, but also some of the other princesses. Something I did notice that's new in the room is from our recent trip, or I guess from our 2021 trip, is the TV screens. Whenever you used to turn it on and it would default to the Must Do Disney, the Stacy channel, which I still miss. I miss
the hell out of that.
No, there's like a whole new interface to these TVs in the resort rooms. So when you turn it on and the screen will pop up and it'll say welcome last name of family. So it was like welcome Duncan family. I'm like, oh, that's weird. That's cool. And then there was just options at the bottom of the screen that you can scroll. Like you can watch TV, you can play like some kind of like TV screen-esque games, and there was like 2 or 3 other options. And then the screen also displays a picture of your resort. And since we're at Riverside, it was the view of Riverside from the other side of the waterway. So you're essentially looking towards the food court and the big the wheel that turns through the water.
Yeah, the water wheel.
Yeah, the water wheel. That's what I was gonna say. That I was gonna say the mill wheel, but that wasn't correct. But what's really funny is that it was something I noticed because I was staring at it while Chelsea was getting ready for work, and I don't know why I was staring at it, but it's a static picture. So there's music playing in the background. It's a static picture, and then all of a sudden, one of the like little boats just kind of comes, and the boat is actually static as well. So it's just the static picture moving on this static picture.
Did I animate this?
Hold on though.
It's not a popsicle stick.
In order to give it the appearance that the water is moving, just like right at the bottom of the boat, like they make the water kind of look like it's floating, but it cuts off so I could see the moving water against the static water. And I thought it was funny because I'm like, this is Disney. There's a whole animation studio, and this is what they come up with.
So we're gonna find that can do this.
Yes,
it was the animation interns.
Maybe that's what it felt like. All right, so Guardians of the Galaxy. We were able to ride Guardians of the Galaxy another 3 times, and we got 2 new songs. We were able to get Blondie's One Way or Another, and we were able to get Tears for Fears, Everybody Wants to Rule the World, which is the one I really wanted. So the only 2 that we haven't gotten yet has been I Ran So Far Away by Flock of Seagulls and September by Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Everybody wants September.
Yeah. So they break the virtual queue up into 2 different times. All right. So there's one at 7 a.m. and there's one at 1 p.m. However, I found out there is a third 6 p.m. virtual queue for this.
Oh,
I'm getting there. Hold on. That's what I said. I had my first negative experience at Disney World that kind of made me feel like I was a second-class guest.
Oh, weird.
Yes. So out of the 13 years I have been going to Walt Disney World, this is the first time it's happened. So this is what happened. We were at Hollywood Studios and we were doing Hollywood Studio stuff, and we were going to park hop to Epcot anyway.
Uh-huh.
So I paid for Genie Plus during the day, or not during the day, that morning, and so we're utilizing it. And some days it worked really well. Some days it just did not work well at all. This was one of those days where it was kind of working okay, but it could have worked better. Anyway, so we're closing out the day at Hollywood Studios, and it's 5:15, 5:30, and I said, let's go to Epcot. And then I said, we can probably see if we can join the virtual queue for Epcot at 6 p.m., but we will more than likely have to be within the geographic confines of the park for me to do it. So let's just go ahead and head that way. So we ended up hopping on the Skyliner, and I forgot that taking the Skyliner to Epcot from Hollywood Studios is the long way. Like, you have to go all the way to Riviera, get off, then get back on to the one that shoots you over to Epcot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Had I known that, I probably just would have jumped on one of the friendship boats. But I hadn't been on it in so long, I forgot that was a long way around. All that to say, we got into the park at 6:05. So as we're going into the park, I'm trying to join the virtual queue, and I'm selecting Chelsea and myself on the My Disney Experience app, and it's saying that it's telling me you cannot join the virtual queue because you're not staying at a resort hotel. To which I said, bullshit, I'm totally staying at a resort hotel, and I have the very large receipt to prove it.
I'll get Jillian on the phone and have her tell you.
Right. So as we're walking through France, because we had to enter through the international gateway, we're walking through France. I see a guest services kiosk, so I ask and I say, "Hey, I'm trying to join the 6 o'clock virtual queue, and it's not letting me join. It's telling me that I'm not staying at a resort or a Disney resort, but I am staying at a Disney resort." Now, keep in mind, it didn't specify what resort. It just said resort. Well, she goes, "Oh, well, what resort are you staying at?" And I said, "Port Orleans Riverside." And she goes, "Oh, well, this is a list of all of the hotels that accommodates." And it was a list of all of the deluxe hotels.
What?
Yeah. So if you want the 6 p.m. virtual queue, you have to be staying at a deluxe resort. So nowhere in the app did it tell me that I specifically had to be, or maybe it did and I just didn't see it. But I was looking, I feel like I looked those things over pretty well. But nowhere did it say that I had to be staying at a deluxe resort. It just said you're not staying at a resort hotel, like at all. You're not eligible because you're not staying at a resort hotel, which was bullshit. So, and I look at it and I was like, is this all just deluxe hotels? And then she goes, yeah, it's just all the deluxe hotels. And I didn't complain, but I think what happened was when I realized that it was all deluxe hotels, I kind of had a look of like that I was disappointed and miffed at the same time. And the look wasn't directed at the cast member. The cast member is just telling me the information that she has to tell me. But you can tell that she could tell that I was miffed. Yeah. Because she was sorry. And I was like, and all right, fine, whatever. And I've got this button. Like they gave me a really nice button when we checked into our resort. It said happy birthday and said Jordan. And the cast member was really sweet and put little mouse ears on the O. And it looked really cool. So everywhere I'm going, like everyone's telling me happy birthday. And which is very nice. And so here I am with my birthday button. And and she goes like, sorry.
I just imagine you with your birthday button just like,
yeah. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. No, I didn't do that. What's that?
Did she say when you left? Did she say happy birthday?
I'm pretty sure she did. But Jordan, because it was in France. But no, and then that just reminded me that I don't get extra magic hours in the evening because they reserve all of those for deluxe resort hotel guests too. So I'm like, man, it just kind of bummed me out that, Chelsea and I just spent $3,400 on this trip. And it's like, and $3,400 still doesn't let you get into that third virtual queue if you wanted to.
Yeah. I don't like that.
And, and though granted, I'm very privileged in the fact that I get to go to Disney World as often as we do, and we get to ride stuff as often as we do. And we live very close. It's a six-hour drive or a 35-minute flight. It just, depending on which way we're feeling. I say all that realizing that I'm very privileged that I get to go as often as I do, because some people only get to go once, if at all. But I was just, I don't know. I felt like after all the years of patronage, that was kind of slapped across my face. And I'm like, that kind of hurts a little bit.
Yeah.
So.
And also because it's a new thing. Like the whole going back, everybody got to do everything if you stayed on resort.
Yeah. Oh, this was also something that was pretty funny. So we get off of the Skyliner, we come in through the International Gateway, and we're crossing over that bridge between the UK and France, going towards France. And Chelsea and I are just walking. We're not talking to each other. We're just kind of looking around. We're walking. It's a fairly busy night at Epcot. It's a festival, so the evenings are a little bit more crowded. And Chelsea and I are just walking across the bridge, looking around, and then I hear somebody come up behind me, and I hear this voice off to my left side just go, "You sound like a pin trader." And I went, what? And I turned around, and it was just this dude who just said something and then came right next to me. And I went, what, me? A pin trader? And he goes, yeah, you sound like a pin trader. And I went, no, I didn't say anything. That wasn't not me. And he goes, oh, okay. And then he takes off in front of me, not running, but a nice jaunt. And then I see that this dude is wearing one of those pin trader backpacks where he just has pins hanging off of it. And the dude, he was trying to scope everyone out if they were a pin trader or not. And I didn't say anything. And the dude just came up to me and goes, you sound like a pin trader. And I'm like, I didn't fucking talk at all. This is
Neither
so
do
weird.
they.
Right. And then when I said nope, not a pin trader, he just went, oh, okay, and he just left.
I feel like you were visited by a spirit.
It was weird. Like
The ghost of pin trading past.
Yeah, like did anyone else see him?
and then like Chelsea saw him, and I was
Oh,
like,
dang it. Okay.
but Chelsea didn't see the interaction that I had. And then the guy ran off and she goes, What just happened? I was like, this dude just asked me if I was a pin trader. Like he didn't ask me, he said, you look like a pin trader. And I was like, no, not me. And then he just disappeared into the crowd. Yeah.
And just as mysteriously as he entered your life, he was gone.
he was gone. All of that said, we couldn't get on Guardians that evening, but I did find I did get a lightning lane for Soarin'. So we went to Soarin' and we rode it. We've all rode Soarin'. It's a fun ride. At no point in my entire trip did I wait for Soarin'. Do you remember 3, 4, 5, 6 years ago when Soarin' was usually consistently at an 80 to 90 minute wait?
Oh yeah.
It was so busy that they built a third theater.
And it was still a long wait. No.
Yep.
Anytime I was at Epcot and I would make a lightning lane pass for Soarin', it would be a 5-minute difference. It could be 12:30 and the next available would be 12:35.
What the
It could
hell?
be it could be 1 o'clock and the next one available would be 1:05. I at no point waited in a queue for Soarin'.
This doesn't make sense.
And I was thinking to myself, when in the world did this happen? Because that was like one of the top tier rides at Epcot that consistently had a wait.
Yeah. And like understandably so. It's a fantastic ride.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think the last time we went was like a year and a half ago. It was hour wait a couple times when we went, but not like when it first opened, I guess.
Right, but an hour is still like I'm used to like hour being minimum.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
No, I'm agreeing. Yeah, with both of you. That's weird. So
I know,
like,
right?
wait, how long was the standby wait?
I feel like I caught a glimpse of it being like half an hour or maybe
What?
20, 25. Yeah, it was.
That's just
And-
how long it takes to walk the queue.
I know. And it stood out because I was like, well, we've never stood in that standby line. Like we would only do that ride with a fast pass. So yeah, I don't know. Like I would go and I would book a lightning lane and I'd be like, oh, what time is it? Oh, 5 minutes from now. Let's start heading that way. I'm like, I'm not the only person in this park that is paid for Genie Plus that would
Right.
like to ride Soarin'. So I don't understand why the wait wasn't longer.
Yeah, that's weird. But like, how crowded was the park?
I mean, it was moderate.
Yeah,
It wasn't,
I feel like there's no
10
dead days.
10-minute waits, which by the way, I'll get to that in a minute. It wasn't
Yeah, you
like
will.
it wasn't like 10-minute waits for things, but probably 30 to 45 minute or 45 minute to an hour wait, depending on the ride.
Right. Weird.
I know it was pretty weird. While we're in Epcot, I do want to talk about Festival of the Arts. Remember we went through that entire menu of things like back whenever like the menu came out for Festival of the Arts and we food bitched it up and we were
Yeah.
each talking about, yeah. I remember seeing things on there where I was like, ooh, no, I'm definitely going to try that. Ooh, no, I'm definitely going to try that. And then I get to the park and I'm looking at everything again. Nothing looks as good as it did the first time.
Oh, that's sad because it looked
Yeah.
really good.
But when you're there, though, I don't know. It didn't sound as appetizing when you're reading it in the park versus us doing it for the podcast.
Right.
So I was looking at stuff. I'm like, maybe I will try that. Maybe I won't. We ended up trying like 3 or 4 different things. Chelsea had the sushi donut from Japan that she really liked. I ended up having, do you remember how they had when we were talking about the menu, there was the 3 or 4 different frozen drinks with or without alcohol?
Yeah.
I tried one of those, which was okay. It wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. And then I had the sandwich from Japan, the one with the lightly fried pork belly on the rainbow bread.
Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah, it had some kind of sweet mayo and some onions on it. So I had that, and that was really fucking good. That was way better than I thought it was going to be. As a matter of fact, I kind of wanted to go back and get it again, and I didn't. But those are the only things that we tried. And wait, I take it back. I had the Pop-Tart, which was just a cakey Pop-Tart. It wasn't. I was kind of bummed. I almost got the cake, the rainbow cake, but Chelsea talked me out of it. And then I had one of the beers from the Odyssey that was blue. It wasn't like a blueberry beer or a flavored beer. It tasted like
blue.
It tasted like a Miller Lite, but it was just blue.
Oh.
Yeah, it was weird. But I mean, I thought it tasted okay. It was light enough for me to have on a hot day. It wasn't heavy in that sense, but all right, so
wait, I just want to bring up a picture of the sandwich.
Yeah.
Took me a second to find it. That one?
Yes, that one. That was very good. It was very good. I think there was some cabbage on it as well. And there's some onion.
It looks really good.
Yeah, that was actually very good.
So that's pork in there?
Yeah, it's a lightly fried pork belly.
Oh, I'd eat that.
Yeah, it was really good. And the savory mixes well with the sweetness from the bread.
Nice.
Also, while we're kind of on the subject, I think it's time for Soren to get a new ride video. Or no, let me rephrase that. I think Soren will get a new ride video because at the end of the video, it's old Epcot.
Yeah, it's already out of date.
Right. So, new ride video for Soren, maybe?
Oh, Disneyland's going back to Soarin' over California temporarily again.
I mean, I would prefer that because there was no weird curvature in the screen.
Yeah, and not every scene ends with a jump scare.
Right.
I don't know, man. I like the floppy Eiffel Tower.
What's his big deal?
You would.
Just,
Big old shame tower.
you know what? Jordan, you're in your 40s now.
I'm in my 40s now.
ED is something that happens. I just want you to know.
So, Josh, are you suggesting that tower is well into its 40s?
It's a little beyond that.
Well,
it's at least 40.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna hop to Batuu. Nothing new in Batuu. I thought about buying a lightsaber. I didn't. I thought about making a new droid. I didn't, and I'm kind of glad I didn't because apparently 3 days after I got home, they dropped the price of the droids by $20. Whenever I made the R2 that's right over here, he was $100.
Right.
But apparently the price went up to 120 and I didn't know it.
Oh.
And then when I saw the sign, I'm like, oh no, I'm not paying an extra $20 for that. And then I got home 2 days later. It's like, the droids are $100 again. Yeah, son of a bitch.
But also weird that something like that drops in price.
Mm-hmm.
Usually Disney doesn't do that.
It's the other way around. And the Savi's lightsabers dropped in price. Whenever I made mine, it was $200. Then it jumped up to like $240 or something like that. And then I think it dropped back down to like $200 or $210 or something like that. But speaking of Savis, they're starting to introduce new lightsaber pieces.
Oh, cool.
And they did that, of course, a couple of days after I got home. So, again, I wouldn't have purchased or built a new lightsaber for it, but just something that's cool. The one new thing that I did try is the Batu cold brew drink that they have at the it's one of like the little snack stands in the little shopping, the like in between the stores in the shopping district in Batu. Like, all right, so here's the deal. It was awful. It was not good. It was not good.
If we're hold on.
Jake's not paying attention.
No, I am paying attention because what I'm looking at, and then when Jordan says it's not good, I don't believe there's any way that this can't be not good. Is this what it was?
Yes.
No, that looks amazing.
No. That coffee.
Is that Cocoa Puffs?
Yes. So the coffee itself was not good at all. It tasted like motor oil. Like it was that bitter. It was not good.
Or you drink stouts.
Yeah, but that's like a smooth. That's not bitter though.
Oh yeah, okay. It's like a smooth motor oil.
Yeah. The cream that you see is actually really good. The cream is a cheesecake cream.
Ooh.
Even when you mix them together, not good. Not good.
But if the coffee is oily, they won't mix.
Right. But it was just, man, I don't think I like Joffrey's coffee.
Mm-mm. I've tried it a couple times now.
The only Joffrey's blend that I have enjoyed has been the Kona blend at Kona Cafe.
I've never had Joffrey's coffee.
Let's hop over to Magic Kingdom. So right. Tuesday, we went to Magic Kingdom. We didn't know if we were going to go to Magic Kingdom this day or not, because we were looking at the park hours, and the park was closing early at 4:30 p.m. And we thought to ourselves, do we want to even try going to this park and then have to leave because it's, you know, closing early? And then I thought to myself, well, that's a stupid thought, Jordan. You paid for the park hopper. Of course you're going to park hop. So why don't you just go ride what you can ride and then park hop somewhere else, and then you'll go to Disney Springs for dinner. So I told Chelsea that that's what we were going to do. So we got to the park late, like 10:30, 11 o'clock, something like that.
Yeah.
We walked in the park. It was so empty. Like there was just so much free space between the front of the park, down Main Street to the castle. It was like I could have done cartwheels and still not hit anyone remotely nearby. Have not anybody not be remotely nearby. Yes, Jake.
Can you do cartwheels?
Can I? That is a good question. I do not know.
Okay.
Hypothetically, I could do cartwheels.
Okay, that's fair.
I can do whatever the fuck I want, Jake.
And the only thing that I could think of is like maybe the people who were coming to Disney World for one day didn't want to pay full price, full park admission for a half day at the park. Come to find out, the reason they were closing early was because there was a cast member appreciation night at Magic Kingdom that evening, and Bob Gurr was there.
Yeah. So while you were talking, if I had thought about this, I would have brought up your picture that you sent us, but I have it right here.
Yep.
Like that is the picture that you took.
Yeah, that is 11 a.m. That is 11 a.m. At Magic Kingdom.
That is insane.
That is bonkers, man.
And the other one, right? I threw my phone.
Walking into Tomorrowland.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was 5 minutes later.
That is crazy. Look how so much room for activities.
Right.
Anyway, Bob Gurr, though.
Yeah, no. So I guess Bob, like, I was at Magic Kingdom at the same time as Bob Gurr, and I didn't know, and I'm really upset because had I known, I would have hung out a little bit longer. But I will say, while we were there, I woke up that morning and I purchased Genie Plus, not knowing what I was getting myself into. Every ride was practically a walk-on. The longest line I waited in was 8 minutes for Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin.
Damn.
Whoa. No, that's a good day at Magic Kingdom. Like, even when it's that crowded, even if it is closing at 4:30, you can still do everything.
Yeah. Big Thunder Mountain, walk on. Haunted
Snow White?
Mansion. Haunted Mansion was probably a 10-minute wait, maybe.
Yeah.
Or it was a 13-minute wait, according to the sign up front.
Yeah.
We didn't ride Snow White because that was a little bit of a longer line, but even then, it was like 40 or 45 minutes.
That's the shortest wait I've
shit.
ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Peter
that's one of the
Pan
ones
was at a 15-minute wait.
Wait, what?
What the?
Yeah.
I was reading it twice.
It was crazy. So I mean, we did everything we wanted to do, and then we're like, all right, let's go somewhere else. So I can't remember. I think we probably went back to Epcot. So that was probably the least busy I have seen Magic Kingdom since the first Halloween party I went to back in like 2012 or 2013.
Right.
Damn.
Yeah. Let's see. Kind of jumping back to Epcot real quick. I think World Showcase as a whole needs new merch. I think new merch to represent each country, specifically Norway, because I don't think Norway has a lot of really cool merchandise like they could have. Like there are those coats, and then there's the perfume, and then that's kind of it.
I like that you say those coats. We all know exactly what you're talking about. They're like $300.
Yeah.
They got shoes in there too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
They're the same room as the coats.
I didn't know that.
But like, think of how cool I don't know. I just feel like you can come up with some cool Norse Viking-esque. Yeah, just
Drinking
same thing with Japan. Like, Japan has a whole bunch of cool stuff in there, but there's nothing that's specifically like Disney Japan Pavilion or or Disney in Japan or Disney in Italy or Disney in there's, I don't know. I feel like there's an opportunity there for some updated merchandise for World Showcase honestly, as a whole.
I'm surprised that they haven't jumped on an opportunity for updated merchandise.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a whole bag.
And speaking of weird merchandise, I saw this at the World Disney at Disney Springs. So if you're looking at the front of the store from outside, over to the left where Stitch spits at you, that's the Marvel section. Like that's just the quadrant with all the Marvel stuff. And I saw this leather jacket. And I was like, what does a leather jacket do it in the Marvel section? I'm like, oh man, I bet you it's got like some cool Marvel ass shit on it. No.
Is it Jessica Jones jacket?
No. You know what it was?
What?
It was a fucking leather jacket. It was just a leather jacket. And on the inside of the collar, it just said Marvel.
On the inside.
Yes, that's it.
I mean,
that's
but
it.
Jessica Jones wears that leather jacket.
It wasn't
that style or anything.
It was a men's leather jacket. It was just the lining on the inside was red, and then just right here on the other side of the collar, it just said Marvel. There was no Marvel. There was nothing on the sleeves that indicated it was Marvel. There was no cool designs on the sleeves. There was no cool markings on the back. It was just a leather jacket.
Even if it was a Jessica Jones leather jacket, that's still just a nondescript leather jacket.
Oh yeah, no, I know. I was just kind of hoping
trying to find some logic to this.
Yeah. That's
hold on. Let me get my Marvel jacket.
Yes, that's all it was. It was just a leather jacket, and I'm like, huh? They really just stuck the word Marvel on there.
Until you look at it with like a 30 power loop, and there's a whole bunch of little Ant-Man designs.
That would actually be cool.
No, just a fucking leather jacket. I was like, I wish I would have taken a picture of it. It's so weird.
Wait, I think I have a picture of it.
Okay.
It's on the Shop Disney website.
Okay.
It's $200. Let me. How do I pull this up? No. I'm getting pop-ups on the Disney site. What the hell? Okay, let me. This one. Yeah. This.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah, it's just called Marvel leather jacket for adults.
Yeah. Scroll down.
Why does it have the remove before flight style tag on it? That's weird too. Red stitching.
Oh wait, it says Marvel down there right there in the corner where nobody's ever gonna look.
I didn't even see that, but even then,
but it's not even stylish. It's like an old man's fucking jacket.
click the third picture. Yeah, that's
1939.
Yeah, that's it.
It's Stan Lee's jacket. That's what it is.
So that was the jacket. And I was like, and here it is, just in the middle of a bunch of like Wakanda Forever merchandise.
That's the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Oh man.
Like I already got out of sharing it, but like if you scroll down to the bottom of that, there's like an Indiana Jones leather jacket.
But the Indiana Jones leather jacket, which I saw, was actually Indiana Jones's leather jacket.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, at least you know what it is.
And so as far as like all the Disney stuff, that's the stuff that stood out. I do have one story about our flight home on Delta. We spent more money. We paid more money to fly Delta because we were hoping it was going to be less of a hassle. The flight down there was fine. The flight home, not that great. Our flight was delayed an hour because we were waiting for all of the luggage to get put on the plane. So we were supposed to leave at 1:30. Our flight didn't take off until 2:30 because they were just waiting for all of the bags to go through like the TSA screening and put them on the plane. So we took off an hour late. As per what the pilot said, we're just waiting for all of the luggage to get put on the plane. Okay, cool. Pilot comes back and says all the luggage is on the plane. We're going to fly home. We flew home, we landed, and we went directly to baggage claim. All these bags start coming out. Oh, here's Chelsea's bag. Let me get Chelsea's bag. More bags started coming out. More bags started coming out. And then all of a sudden, the carousel stops. And I'm like, well, it's clearly got to start again. 20 minutes later, the carousel did not start again. And Chelsea goes, let me check something. She pulls out her phone. And I guess you can track your luggage on the Delta app.
Yep.
My luggage is all the fucking way back in Orlando.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but
so I go to like, we're at the last carousel and then there's like the customer service right there. And I was like, hey, my bag is apparently not here. And then you're like, oh, well, what was your flight? And the lady, you could tell that the lady has already worked a full shift. She's probably already dealt with a lot of shitty people. So I'm doing my best to not be like, yo, what the fuck?
Baggage people right first thing when they clock in.
So, right. But my point is I'm not going to be a piece of shit about it. Like I'm not going to be, it's not their fault that my bag got lost. It's the person in Orlando who didn't put my fucking bag on the plane. It's their fault. So I'm not going to be an asshole to this lady for something that she can't help. So I asked her, I was like, hey, so my bag's not here. And then you could tell that this is just business as usual for her. She's like, all right, what's your flight number? What you got? And I give her my my tag, and then she scans it and she goes, boop, yeah, it's still in Orlando. It'll be here at 5:30. And I was like, I need it. And they're like, where do you want it delivered? And I was just like, and they said, I was like, she read like my address. And she goes, is that a good address to deliver it? I was like, yeah, that's fine. And then I was like it all happened so fast that I didn't even have a chance to even be angry about it if I wanted to. Like, she was just like, where do you want it delivered? Boop. Okay, this address good. All right, it'll be there. And like, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, wait a minute. Will it be here today or will it be here tomorrow? And she said, it'll be here tonight or tomorrow morning at the earliest. Or it'll be delivered tonight or delivered tomorrow morning at the earliest. And normally I wouldn't have been like, the thing that was worrying me is that I had medication that I had to take that night in that bag. Also, I almost put my car keys in my suitcase.
Oh, geez.
Had I put my car keys in the suitcase and not carried them in my messenger bag, we would have been stuck
at the airport
for another hour and a half. Now, I will say that this has a happy ending. Like, well, I did get my luggage delivered that evening, but it wasn't until like 8:30. So it was great that they were able to get it out to me super quick. But it bothered me that we were delayed an hour, specifically waiting for all of the luggage to get on, and then guess whose luggage didn't get on? This guy.
And what's crazy is like Chelsea got hers. I imagine yours was right next to it at some point.
Yes. They were put on the scale together, and they were put on the conveyor belt together at the Orlando airport.
So this is a little bit different luggage situation, but I'm just saying this because sometimes you gotta be grateful. United lost my baggage in Haiti once. It took me 3 days and a $50 bribe to get it back.
Oh shit!
Like the second day, I was at where they hold the baggage, looking at my bags in a cage, telling the guy that's my bag, and he kept telling me no, he can't give it to me. The next day, I went back with $50 and told the guy, same guy, that's my bag, and he said, "Okay, here you go."
What the hell, United?
I'm just saying, I'd be happy to lose my bag and get it that same night.
In a weird way, it was almost, aside from the uncertainty, like if we canceled out the uncertainty, it was almost like a perk. People would pay extra for that. But no, I agree. I understand where Jordan's coming from. That uncertainty is weird. Also, the sweet, sweet irony that he said that waiting for most of the luggage to get on the plane.
Mm-hmm. Right.
99% of the luggage.
I just gotta say that the lost baggage are the friends we've made all along.
I don't think that's how that works.
I feel like that's as good a place as any. Hold on a second. Did you just call me lost baggage?
What?
So, Jordan,
don't put words in my mouth, Jake.
I really like that style of a trip report. Everyone make note of that. That was fun. Oh, I thought you were going to say something. You leaned forward.
Oh no, that's then I've been home for a week and a half.
But what did you have for breakfast this morning?
Coffee.
Oh, okay. A good breakfast. Anyway, hey guys, thanks for listening to us and or watching us. You can find all of our links down below. I'm just expediting this. They're just listening to it, watching it, whatever. Click the links. Jordan's channel, the other channel, merchandise. It's all there. If you enjoyed us, we are the Mickey Mutineers. And if you haven't enjoyed us, we're Delta's luggage service.
And that would have been really funny if I was on last week's episode.